This problem says write the partial fraction decomposition of the given rational expression. So here's what we're given, x over these two parts, and they were already factored out for us. So since they're both linear factors, we can just separate it into two fractions with an a and a b as the numerators. So our job here is to figure out what a and b are going to be. So we have an equation here. And so our first job is we want to clear the denominator. So that's what I've written here in red. I'm going to multiply both sides by 3x minus 2 times 4x plus 1. So on the left-hand side of the equal sign, these are going to cancel. So we'll just be left with x. On the right-hand side, the 3x minus 2 will cancel with the first one. So we'll just have a times 4x plus 1. And on the second one, the 4x plus 1 will cancel, so we'll just have b times 3x minus 2. Then we're going to use the convenient x method, where we choose our x to be something convenient for us so that it'll cancel off either our a or b. So the first one I chose was, let's let x equal negative 1/4, because if you put negative 1/4 into each of the x spots, then the x right here that's in the term with the a is going to turn into 0, if you can tell that here. So this next step I put negative 1/4 in each of the x spots, but this one right here turned into 0 because negative 1/4 times 4 is negative 1 plus 1 would be 0. So the whole a term went away. Then I just had to solve for b. So I simplified that here. Negative 1/4 times 3 is negative 3/4 minus 2. 2 is the same thing as negative 8/4. So that became negative 11/4. Divided by negative 11/4 on both sides, b became 1/11. Then we just do the same thing to solve for a. Choose a convenient x. This time I chose x to be 2/3. Because if you put 2/3 in each of the x spots, then if you look at this here, this is going to turn into a 0. So now all we'll have to do is solve for a. 1 was the same thing as 3/3, so I already changed that here. 4 times 2/3 was 8/3. 8/3 plus 3/3 is 11/3. A. Divide by 11/3 on both sides, we get a is 2/11. So then we put those back in, backing up to our original equation here. Oops. We put the 2/11 in the a spot, and we put the 1/11 in the b spot. So our final answer here is in this red box.